Hello everyone, and today I will be hacking Megaman X3 per a friend's request. Uh, so far what I found before the video began was just the HP and vulnerability. Nothing too special. It's pretty easy to find. Um, let's find some more stuff though. Let's find the golden armor real quick. Let's get all the boss powers before we even fight one of them. And I'll wind up getting them, the Z-Saber, all that other good stuff. I'm going to skip this because everybody's probably seen it a million times. You guys don't need to see it again. Alright, and I am going to minimize that, and freeze that, and freeze that. Alrighty, now as you can see, I'm invulnerable, I can't be hurt. The only thing that can kill me is falling in a hole. Yes, yes. And we'll find the boss health here for that guy in a second. Every boss shares the same address, so once you find that one address, you're good. Or at least most of them do. I think there's a few bosses or mini bosses that don't share that same value. But that's okay. We don't really need to find their help. Alright, so starting out, his health value is going to be 32, and that's going to be represented as a byte. All these values I'm going to find are most likely going to be byte values. Go ahead and hit decreased, and there's our guy right there. So just change that to 1, name it boss health, and let's see what happens. So he's dead. Let's go ahead and free Mega Man and get to that first. I'm going to go to the ice level so I can get the leggings, and once I get the leggings I'll wind up with the golden armor, the Z-Saber, all the upgrades, all that good stuff. I should be able to also find all the powers just by finding one piece of armor. Alright, now as I said before, this guy will share the same health as all the other bosses. Pretty cool. I like it. Makes the job a lot easier. So let's go ahead and hit this level real quick. Now, after being hit, don't take any damage, but for whatever reason, certain parts of the level you have to get hit first. But as you can see, I was standing on those spikes, no problem. Getting a little carried away with the dash and jump. I just think it's so fun. Guess I'm supposed to go down here. Yep. Can never be too sure about this game when it comes to holes. It'll look like you can go somewhere, but then you're in a hole and you're dead. Alrighty, we should be getting closer to the leggings, I believe. It seems like anytime I trigger those doors to open and I walk through those weird rooms with nothing in them, that's when my invulnerability cheat gets canceled out, or whenever I start a new level, or if I was to fall in a hole and die. But as you can see, I'm able to run through them all no problem. Oh no, I messed it up. Oh well, there's another cheat. Other than the invulnerability cheat that most people would not think to look for, and that's your positioning on the screen. And you might notice here I have my memory scan options already set up from the cheats I found previously. I share the first 3 digits with them all in common, so I just want to scan that range. I don't want to scan the entire memory of the game. makes it a lot faster. As you can see, I only have 300,000 some odd addresses compared to millions. So anytime we move to the left or the right, getting back to our cheat, we're going to do a change scan. Do it again. Jump up in the air, and in midair, pause the game and do an unchanged scan. And then do it again, because we technically didn't move left or right. The code we're looking for, once we freeze it, will cause us to walk in place. We won't be able to move to the left or to the right. And you're probably wondering, well, why the heck would you want a code that does that? Well, with this, we can actually clip through walls, good stuff like that. I don't think this is going to be it either. Nope. And most of the times, it's going to be right next to X and Y variables are going to be right next to each other in memory. Sorry, a little tongue-tied here. Alright, that ain't it. It's going to be one of these guys. And it was neither. It made a fool out of me. Let's walk over here. We'll do a change scan. We'll get rid of some of these. You can also take a look at the codes we've already currently got in our address list here. 095B. Everything shares that up here. But they all seem to have the 0 after that. So it looks like it might be one of these guys up here, and the rest of them I don't even care about. I'm gonna say it's probably this guy. Nope. Boy, oh boy, this is making a fool out of me. Alright, so looks like none of those were it either. Bummer. Let's go ahead and grab them from there. I'm sure it's one of these guys. There we go. See how I can't run left or right? That's a good sign. That's what we're looking for. Sure, I could have got up there on my own legitly without the cheat, but and a lot quicker, but I like to do this because it just makes me laugh. It's funny. Browse that memory region, and 2 bytes to the right of it, actually 3, you just turn those into double zeros. And before you know it, you're at the top like a king. Alright, so this thing won't open, and the reason why is because we're invulnerable. So turn that off, and you got that. So let's save state it right here. That looks like a glitchy mess. Save state it, and the value we're going to be looking for is a 0. Once we get the leggings, we're going to be looking for an 8. Alrighty, we'll diddly-daddle around a little bit and mess around. Actually, tell you what, we'll actually speed the process up by using the process of elimination on these. Should be like the first few here. We change them to 0, and if I can't do that hover double jump thing, or whatever you want to call it, so I can still do it. None of those were responsible. Might be this guy right here. Nope. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to grab even more of them. Something like this. Grab like half of them. Change them to 0. And now I can't do the double jump, which is good. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so go down here, get rid of these. Change some of these to 8. And let's see if we can do it. Still can't do it, so we're good. What about here? Change that to 8, see what happens. Nope. No go. 8, and then we'll see what happens with this one. Alrighty, so it's the top one. We'll call this Y, and we will call this one armor. Now, before getting all the armor, there are some other unconventional cheats that most people would not think to look for that I'd like to showcase. One being infinite air dashing, infinite double jumping. It's pretty easy. You just do an unknown initial value scan. Using it in midair, you do a change scan. Wait till you hit the ground. Now I can double jump again, but freeze it while in midair and do an unchanged scan, because we didn't use our booster. Do it again. And let's do it again just to get rid of all those. And go in the air, use our booster, and we'll say it's changed. One of these two should be it. Or maybe I might have messed up. I might have been too hasty. So let's restart that. Jump up in the air, use the rocket booster, do an unknown initial value scan. I think I did it the wrong way. So once I hit the ground and I jump back up in the air, that's when you're going to want to go over here and say, hey, it's changed, I can use it again. But I didn't use it. So we can do an unchanged scan after jumping up a second time, just to get rid of some of those ones that are turning red. And we'll say it's changed again now that we've done it again. Let's take a look at our addresses we currently have and see if any of them have anything in common with the ones we're looking for right here. I'm going to bet it's probably within that range I just highlighted and added to the table. So I'm going to take all of these, freeze them, and I should be able to... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Pretty cool. Not many people would think, you know, that actually has its own value too, but it does. We don't need all these addresses for it. One of them is just responsible. And we'll find out by using the process of elimination. When I'm no longer able to do this, we're good. So we know this isn't it. And now we know these two aren't it. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be this 0. I don't know why, it just seems like a good number. But I was wrong. It made a fool out of me yet again. Nobody's perfect when it comes to this. It's all trial and error. Looks like it was originally 120. So we'll call that air dashing. Alrighty, back to our armor. Now if you right-click that and you browse this memory region, you'll get some stuff that should look a lot like this. What we're looking for is the gold armor. We're going to be looking for all the powers, which I think I see one right there. But if we do this, and then we go a little crazy with all these Fs, I don't recommend going too crazy. We should have gold armor. Not just yet. Let's try going a little more crazy over here and doing that. Looks like I got the Z-Saber now. Alrighty. Let's go directly after that 10 and just replace all those with Fs. One of these should be responsible for the golden armor. There we go. Now we have gold armor. And there was something else I did, but I didn't mention. I now have all the powers in the game. I have a bunch of sub-tanks now, and whatever those 4 things down there that say N, K, H, and F. I don't know what that is. Maybe a fan can explain it to me. Let's go ahead and do another unconventional cheat. Forget the name of it. I think it's this one, the black hole looking thing. Yes. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to be able to shoot as many projectiles as we want on this screen. We don't want to be limited. That's not cool. So we go ahead and we fire, and we say it's increased. And we're going to do an unchanged scan because, well, it's still on the screen. Wait for that thing to come back, and let's say it's decreased. I I think it might be this guy right here. I'm not 100%. Nope. It is not. We'll say it's increased. And we'll cut that off our table. We won't need that anymore. We'll say it's decreased. No, it's gone. Some of these are changing on their own, so we can actually just do an unchanged scan to get rid of them. I'm going to freeze that and see what happens. So as you can see, now I can shoot way more. Let's go ahead and, I don't know if you can escape the level or, oh well, I'll go ahead and beat it. I should be able to go directly to, what's his name, the boss of the game. I'm not sure who it is. I don't think it's Dr. Wily. That kind of reminds me of the Thundercats. Ho! I'm having too much fun and getting carried away here with that. But as you can see, I did get that. Ooh, that's cool. That's like always being charged. I did get the gold armor, all the powers. I didn't even get a chance to fight that dude. And I have no idea what this is about. I'm assuming it's time to go fight the actual boss. What's that? I don't know. But I did this earlier. I wound up in a level of hell. Basically all it was you were teleporting, and you were teleporting straight into a black hole. Everything was black. It's probably going to do it again. Yep. And this is what I call Mega Man Hell. That's what I'd do, though, if I was his mortal enemy. I'd have him teleport right into holes. Just make a level with nothing. And that's because I went around and changed all that stuff into Fs. I don't have the original values, so if I did, this probably wouldn't be going on. I can probably change all these back to zeros, and it may fix it. I don't know. It does not look like it. Interesting. I don't know if it's because I got infinite health, or if it's another cheat I got on that's affecting it, or if it's because I wound up beating all the bosses like that. It could be a number of things, but it's definitely something I had caused. I hope if you're watching this, you get a laugh out of it. I know I did when I first saw it, like, what the hell? Let's see if that fixed it. That appeared to fix it, so it was definitely something I did. And I'm going to go and change it right back to Fs. And I want my golden armor back. I should have my Z-Saber still. It sounds like something out of Power Rangers. I'm sorry, it does. Oh yeah, I'm the shit. This level looks familiar. Oh yeah, I hate this. I'm dead. Where am I? Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something extremely cheap. Screw this. I am going to appear at the top of this little thing. Hopefully it's not too late. I think I'm actually already dead. Ooh, that took me a little too high. As you can see, my legs are stuck up there. Ha ha ha. Alright, looks like I might have to decrease it by a letter. Or wait, I might have to increase it. Let's go to 90. See if that helps. Oh, no it does not. And I'm stuck in the ceiling. Where there's a will, there's a way to get out of this. So if I increase it by 4, I should be back down here. I increase it by 1, I'm back up here. So let's give it a 2. Ooh, still stuck in that wall. Go back up. Alright, we'll change this to EE. How about... It just seems to be reverting right back to the original number. EE02. Son of a gun. OA. Oops. And instant death. Oh well, I got out of the wall, didn't I? And I'm back into purgatory. No, endless falling and death. I don't know how many lives I've got, but I'm pretty much going to end the video here. I kind of wanted to show that off to get some laughs about it. If there's any questions, leave a comment.